everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue podcast. Today, I'm bringing you a review, very special review for. I got that. We are doing a review of Venom 35, aka Venom 200. This is the last entry in this run. This book is published by Marvel Comics, written by a plethora. It's actually there's a plethora of creators here, but I'll go over the people that mainly were in this run. But here on the screen, you can kind of see everyone that worked on this. We have writing by Donny Cates, pencils mainly in this whole run by Ryan Stegman. There was a few fill-in artists for different arcs. Inks by J.P. Mayer, colors by Frank Martin, and last but definitely not least, letters by Clayton Cowles. There is a 10-page story in here written by Phillip K. Johnson, which we'll go over. But man, it's hard to review a book like this, but I definitely wanted to review it because, like I said, this is the end of this Venom run, which I've been reading pretty much since the beginning. If you guys are familiar with the podcast, I am a big fan of Donny Cates. If you've heard anything about us, really, you know that all of us on the podcast are very big fans of Donny Cates. This run started back in May 2018, so we have about 3 years worth of Venom, which makes sense as 35 issues show up. Not only that, we had two really big events in this run that were tied to this run: Absolute Carnage, and then also the recent King in Black. I'll try to keep this very spoiler free. It's a little hard to talk about this last issue without getting into a little bit of spoilers. I do recommend you go back and catch up on King of Black and the events of all that. But let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to show a few panels and then just kind of talk about the storytelling. So, as this is a last issue, we do get a bit of a recap of everything that Venom has gone through, not just in this run, but overall in his life as Venom, like some highlighting of a few specific events that resonate within Eddie's mind. And we kind of touch on other stories, what Venom's up to, what the gang is up to, as far as anybody that surrounds Eddie. We do know that after the events of King in Black, Eddie has become the main focus of the Hive, which makes him kind of like omnipresent being in the Marvel Universe, as wherever there is a symbiote, there is also Eddie. His consciousness is there. So that's a pretty interesting touch. Who knows what will happen with that going forward, but I think as the finale of this run, one thing I love about Donny Cates and his full run here is the dialogue and the relationship that was built between Eddie and the symbiote. It's just top notch. Each one of them is its own very specific character, and even Venom, when they are together, they are very you can truly feel as if they have a symbiotic relationship. Like they are more than just host and symbiote. They're kind of friends and companions and brothers in arms and stuff like that. We do get some emotional moments, not just with Eddie, but also with his kid. We have some really cool stuff here. All of the art is top notch. I picked out this panel because it's very little. There's no spoilers really here, unless you really zoom in. But it kind of goes to show you that everyone that's working on this book, every artist, every creator, every colorist, everyone they brought in to work on this book was, giving top-notch efforts. There is one small issue that there was a bit of miscoloring between some pages, and I think when you work on a big project like this, I feel like Somebody should have caught that. There's a color change in somebody's hair that can make it confusing as to where the timeline goes. But other than that, I mean, this issue was pretty excellent. Like I mentioned, I love the way Cates writes uh, both the symbiote and Eddie, and even his son Dylan. We do get him visiting old friends, which who doesn't love to see the old Spidey? These guys also have a very special relationship, and I think as people that have worn the Venom symbiote, they have a special bond as well. And I think that's one of the big themes overall in this run. And this run is like bond and family, and protecting yours and what's yours. Like it's kind of like the resonating thing throughout all the whole run. At least that's what I feel. Um, I just really really liked what Kate and the team were doing here. We have some very interesting meetings with different groups. So it's like Cates is going up and wrapping up every story that he might have started developing from the beginning of the run, with either Spider-Man, the Avengers, his kid, like I said, Eddie, even the symbiotes, like the status of the symbiotes throughout the universe. Everything is kind of wrapped up in this really cool little package for like, all right, this is my run. This is where we're leaving everything. Um, and we're going out with a bang. There is a 10-page story that sets up probably what seems to be like an ongoing that maybe will be written by Philip K. Johnson. I haven't heard anything about this. I haven't seen any news. If you know about Agent Anti-Venom, I guess. Yeah, Agent Anti-Venom. This is Flash Thompson. So go back and read King and Black to figure out how we got here. But they do set something up as a possible either ongoing or a miniseries. It was really also very cool. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, this is a Mark Bagley page. Mark Bagley wrote some of the, or sorry, he was the artist on some of the most, like the top-notch Venom stuff out there. Obviously, Venom was created by Todd McFarlane, which is why he looks super rad. And I think getting Venom to 200 issues, even after all this time, it's no easy feat. So I'm sure Donny sent him a bunch of copies of the book or Marvel. But yeah, seeing, and like I said, I believe those pounds were Mark Bagley's, so it's really nice to see him come back. He did a full arc. I think Venom Island was something that he did, as well as in some of the King and Black stuff. He would have a few pages for anything that was a flashback. Yeah, this series. I don't know. I haven't had enough time marinate to take it all in, because I also really like Jeff Lemire's Venom, which kind of transitioned into Cullen Bunn when Venom was in Philadelphia as Agent Venom. Like, I really, really like that run. I think as far as Eddie being Venom, this is for sure my favorite run. Venom as a character, I don't know. Because I really, really liked Agent Venom. Let me know down in the comments too. What is your favorite Venom run? I don't have a lot more to say. This was, like I said, a beautiful way to wrap up the story, an amazing way to kind of just go out with a bang. We kind of know who's going to be taking over the book soon. We talked about it on the live on Sunday. And we also know where Donny Cates is going next, which has me super excited. So go check out our Sunday show if you want to hear our thoughts on that. The last thing I want to talk about real quick and just kind of bring it up. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of variant covers, so I picked up a few, and you can see these again probably during the Polish show. As you can see here, I have the main cover by Ryan Stegman, but I also picked up this variant by Patrick Gleason, another variant again by Ryan Stegman. Here we have, this is a Garcine variant. Let me see the full name of the artist, see if I can find that. That's all we have here. There's so many variants, it was kind of hard to find everybody that worked on this. But yeah, this is one of the classics. Like Spider-Man has a cover like this for the 600 issue, or the I think it's a three. Yes, the 600 issue. So you can see a lot of different panels of Venom. Of course, I have to get the Jacques variant cover. I love Jacques. Then we have here one more by Bianchi. Once again, this just looks super rad. There's a few things I hadn't noticed as I was going, and then I also picked up Humberto Ramos variant. Now, I will say this book is $10, but it is the end of a run. It's 85 pages, so I understand the price point. Now, I don't expect everyone to go buy 7 copies plus maybe some more once I get to go to Titan. There is an Art Germ cover that I'm very much looking forward to picking up. But yeah, that's my review for Venom 200, aka Venom 35. I just want to thank Donny Cates, Ryan Stegman, JP Mayer, and just kind of everyone that had a hand, Frank Martin on colors, and everyone else that had a hand in making this book happen. Yeah, I'm gonna put the full list of creators in the notes, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy by the way that this wrapped up, and I can't recommend this run enough. You can go to check out maybe Marvel Unlimited, check your local library, pick up volume 1 of Donny Cates' Venom, and you'll know if you want to get in on it. That'll be a pretty good indicator of whether you're gonna like this. So, like I mentioned before, Donny Cates, one of my favorite writers at the moment. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for a review of. Let me do one. I got that. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I love this run. I may go back and revisit it in a few months just to get the whole story all the way through. So that would be Venom 1 through 35. And then, like I mentioned, in between there, you'll have Absolute Carnage, King in Black. So maybe about 50 books total, not including any tines or whatever you want to dive into. But yeah, it's been excellent. Check out other Donny Cates' book. He's currently on Thor. He's going to pretty soon take over Hulk. And also, he's doing a lot of independent stuff, which I'm also picking up. So thanks everyone for watching. Let me know in the comments if you read this book. Did you like it? Any other thoughts on the Venom run? Remember, share, like, subscribe. We appreciate everyone. The channel's been growing, and we just love to see those, that people are actually watching our content and enjoying what we're doing. So thanks everyone for watching. And